Ladies and gentlemen, listen carefully, because what I am about to share with you today has the power to unlock doors you've been knocking on for years. The truth is, every dream you've been praying for, every vision you've been holding on to is standing on the other side of one thing: self-discipline. Yes, it's not your talent that is holding you back, not your intelligence, not even your opportunities, but the ability to discipline yourself to do what you must do when you must do it, whether you feel like it or not. Let me ask you, how many of you have started something with fire in your bones only to give up halfway because it got uncomfortable? You see, self-discipline is the bridge. It's what separates wishful thinkers from those who manifest destiny. And here's the truth many don't want to face. Motivation may get you started, but discipline keeps you going when motivation walks out the door. Because motivation is an emotion, and emotions are like the wind. They change direction. But discipline is a decision, a law you set over your life that does not bow to your feelings. Now let me take you deeper. Discipline is not punishment, it is training. Think about an athlete. Do you think they enjoy every 4 a.m. run? Do you think they feel like saying no to the cake, to the late night parties, to distractions? No. But they understand something powerful, that discipline is the price for greatness. You cannot pray for success and then sleep through the process. You cannot desire to be a leader and still be mastered by your impulses. You must choose. Will you master yourself or be mastered by your laziness? Discipline is developed like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. You don't become disciplined overnight. No. It starts in the little things. Wake up when you said you would wake up, not when you feel like it. Finish what you started, even when no one is watching. Speak less and do more. Stop making excuses. Every time you push past your feelings and do what's right, you are training your soul to obey purpose over pleasure. And let me tell you, a person who has mastered themselves is more powerful than one who has conquered cities. Some of you are waiting for the right time to act. Let me shatter that lie. There will never be a perfect time. The time is now. Discipline says, I will do it afraid. I will do it tired. I will do it unsure. Why? Because destiny doesn't wait for your convenience. And hear me, when you discipline yourself, you will shock yourself with what you are capable of. People will look at you and wonder, how did you do it? And you will say, I outlasted the temptation to quit. And here is something that will surprise many of you. Discipline is freedom. I know the world will tell you it's the opposite. But no, the undisciplined person is a slave to their cravings, tossed around by life. But the disciplined person walks in power, in control. They say yes to what serves them and no to what steals from them. They are free to focus, free to rise, free to build. So today I challenge you. Stop asking for easy roads. Ask for stronger backs. Stop praying for a life without struggle. And instead, become a person that struggles but never bows. The discipline to govern your mouth, your time, your habits, and your mind. Because if you can rule over yourself, there is nothing on this earth you cannot rule. And let me leave you with this. Champions are not made in public. They are made in private. In the dark, when no one sees, that's where discipline is forged. So tonight, when you feel like scrolling instead of studying, remember your future is calling you. When you feel like quitting the workout, remember your destiny is watching. Every act of discipline is an investment in the life you've been dreaming of. Self-discipline is the bridge between dreams and achievement. It is not talent, intelligence, or opportunity that determines success, but the ability to do what is necessary even when it's uncomfortable. Motivation is temporary, discipline is permanent. Motivation may get you started, but only discipline keeps you moving when feelings fade. Discipline is a decision, not an emotion. Discipline is developed like a muscle through small, consistent actions. It starts with simple daily habits like waking up on time, finishing tasks, and pushing through discomfort. Discipline is the price of greatness. Every successful person pays the cost of discipline. You cannot pray for success but avoid the process required to achieve it. Discipline leads to freedom, not restriction. An undisciplined person is a slave to their cravings and distractions, but a disciplined person has control over their life and choices. Champions are made in private through disciplined actions when no one is watching. Success is built in moments of struggle and perseverance away from public eyes by making decisions that honor the future you want. Self-discipline is the bridge that connects your dreams to their fulfillment. Many people believe that talent, intelligence, or good luck are the primary reasons others succeed, but in reality, it is discipline that turns dreams into reality. You can have the biggest vision in the world, but without discipline, it will remain just that, a vision. Dreams alone do not work. It is disciplined action, repeated daily, that brings them to life. Imagine someone who wants to become a doctor, an entrepreneur, or an artist. The dream is beautiful and inspiring, but if that person cannot discipline themselves to study, practice, or develop their craft, the dream will never materialize. Discipline is what makes you get up when you want to sleep, work when you feel lazy, and keep moving when you feel like quitting. It is what makes the difference between those who wish for a better life and those who actually build it. Self-discipline is also what holds you steady when challenges come. Life is full of distractions, temptations, and obstacles, and without discipline, you will be tossed around by every difficulty. A disciplined person knows how to say no to things that don't serve their purpose. They don't let emotions decide for them. They choose actions that align with their goals, even when it's hard. That's why discipline is more powerful than motivation. Motivation can excite you for a moment, but when pain or boredom comes, only discipline will keep you on track. Moreover, discipline forces you to be accountable to yourself. Many people wait for someone else to push them, a boss, a teacher, a parent, but true success comes when you can push yourself. When you can say, I will do this because I owe it to my future, then you are walking in discipline. You become your own coach, your own motivator, and your own driver. Another truth is that discipline protects your time and energy. Without discipline, you waste hours on things that don't matter. Social media, entertainment, pointless conversations, and then complain that your dreams are not moving forward. Discipline teaches you to focus on what counts and to reject what distracts you. It helps you build consistency, and consistency is the engine of progress. So when you think of self-discipline, don't see it as a punishment or a burden. See it as the key that unlocks everything you desire. It is the bridge that carries you from where you are to where you want to be. Every time you choose discipline, you take a step closer to your dream. Without it, that dream stays far away, like a distant star. But with it, you can hold that star in your hands. Motivation is like a spark. It lights you up for a moment, but it doesn't last long. You might feel excited after listening to a powerful speech, watching a movie, or reading a book. But when that excitement fades and real life hits you with challenges, motivation is nowhere to be found. This is why discipline is far more important than motivation. Discipline is not a feeling, it's a choice and a commitment. It is the inner decision to do what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. People often say, I don't feel motivated today, but the truth is, if you only act when you feel motivated, you will rarely do what's necessary to achieve success. Success belongs to those who understand that action must continue even when emotions change. Discipline is what makes you show up every day, especially on the days when motivation is gone. It is discipline that gets you out of bed when you would rather sleep. It is discipline that makes you study, work out, build your business, or develop your skills, even when you are tired, bored, or discouraged. When you are driven by discipline, you don't wait for the perfect mood or the perfect time. You realize that time is moving whether you act or not. And every day you delay is a day lost. Discipline makes you take charge of your life and stop being a slave to emotion. It helps you keep promises to yourself. How many times have you said, I will start tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes? That is what happens when you rely on motivation. Discipline, on the other hand, says, I start today no matter what. It pushes you to be consistent, and consistency over time brings results. When you discipline yourself to do something repeatedly, it becomes part of your life. You no longer need to struggle to decide whether to do it. You just do it because it's who you are now. For example, if you discipline yourself to exercise daily, after some time it will feel natural to do it, even on tough days. Motivation might help you for a week, but discipline will keep you going for a lifetime. Discipline is also what builds resilience. When you push yourself to act even when it's hard, you become stronger. You prove to yourself that you are in control of your life, not your feelings. And that strength will carry you through tough seasons where motivation cannot. In the end, discipline is your engine. Motivation might start the car, but discipline is what keeps it moving to your destination. If you want to achieve anything great, don't wait to feel like it. Decide to do it and let discipline guide you every step of the way. Self-discipline is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. No one is born with perfect discipline. It is not a talent or a gift. It is something you build over time through small, consistent actions. Just like you cannot lift heavy weights on your first day in the gym, you cannot expect to master discipline overnight. You have to start small, train yourself daily, and push through even when it's uncomfortable. That is how discipline grows. Many people think discipline only applies to big decisions like starting a business or committing to a major goal. But in reality, discipline starts with the small choices you make every single day. Waking up when your alarm goes off, that's discipline. Finishing a task you said you would do, that's discipline. Saying no to distractions when you need to focus, that's discipline. And when you start winning these small battles, you prepare yourself to win the bigger ones. If you can't keep promises to yourself in the little things, how will you handle big opportunities when they come? Success is built on daily habits, not occasional big actions. Every time you choose to do what you said you would do, even when you don't feel like it, you are strengthening your self-discipline muscle. And over time, those small decisions add up and create a powerful momentum that drives you toward your goals. Another important thing to understand is that discipline grows in discomfort. You don't become disciplined by always doing what's easy. You grow when you push yourself beyond your comfort zone. When you wake up early instead of sleeping in, when you choose to work instead of scrolling on your phone, when you stay focused instead of giving up. These are the moments when discipline is built. Every time you fight the urge to quit and choose to continue, you are making yourself stronger and more capable. Also, building discipline requires consistency. You can't practice discipline for one day and expect to see results. Just like going to the gym once won't build muscle, acting with discipline once won't change your life. But if you keep showing up day after day, even when progress seems slow, you will eventually see powerful changes in your mindset and results. And remember, the more you practice discipline, the easier it becomes. At first, it feels like a struggle, but over time, what was once difficult becomes natural. Discipline, when practiced consistently, turns into habit. And once it becomes a habit, you no longer need to force yourself as much. It becomes part of who you are. So if you want to develop unshakable discipline, start with small daily actions. Be consistent. Push yourself beyond comfort. And over time, you will find that discipline becomes your strength, your power, and your key to discipline is the price of greatness. There is no success, no achievement, and no fulfillment of purpose without discipline. Many people want to be great, but very few are willing to pay the price that greatness demands. The truth is, you cannot wish your way into success. You cannot simply dream about it and hope it shows up at your door. Everything that is meaningful in life requires a price. And that price is discipline. Think about anyone you admire, whether it's a great leader, a successful entrepreneur, a skilled artist, or a world-class athlete. What separates them from others is not just talent or luck. It is the discipline to work hard, stay focused, and keep going when others give up. They have paid the price in private, in the hidden places where no one was watching. They have sacrificed comfort, pleasure, and sometimes even relationships to focus on their goals. That is why discipline is the secret ingredient behind every great story of success. Many people pray and hope for success, but avoid the process it takes to get there. They want the crown without carrying the cross. But life doesn't work like that. You cannot ask for success and then refuse to do what success requires. If you want to rise higher, you must first master yourself. You must be willing to discipline your mind, your body, your habits, and your time. Discipline means saying no to what feels good in the moment so you can say yes to what will serve you in the future. It means waking up early to work on your dream when others are sleeping. It means studying and learning when others are wasting time. It means pushing yourself to keep going when your body is tired and your mind is full of doubts. It means choosing to focus on your purpose even when distractions are all around you. And let me tell you this, discipline is not a one-time payment, it's a daily cost. Every day you must choose discipline over ease. Every day you must decide to show up for your dream. Greatness is not achieved in one big moment. It is built day by day, decision by decision. If you are not willing to pay this price, you cannot expect to receive the reward. But here's the powerful truth. When you do pay the price, when you embrace discipline, you unlock a level of strength, focus, and success that most people never experience. You rise above average. You separate yourself from the crowd. You become someone who leads, someone who inspires, someone who fulfills their calling. So if you want to be great, stop searching for shortcuts. Stop waiting for an easy way. The path to greatness is paved with discipline, and those who are willing to walk that path, no matter how hard it gets, are the ones who will achieve what others only dream about. Discipline leads to freedom, not restriction. Many people think that if they discipline themselves, they will lose their freedom to enjoy life. But that is a lie. The truth is, discipline is what gives you real freedom. Freedom to live life on your terms, freedom to achieve your goals, and freedom to become the person you were created to be. Without discipline, you are not free. You are a prisoner to your own weaknesses, impulses, and bad habits. When you are undisciplined, you might feel free in the moment because you are doing whatever you want, sleeping late, wasting time, spending money carelessly, or eating whatever pleases you. But what happens later? You suffer the consequences. You miss opportunities. You face regrets. You struggle with health, finances, relationships, and personal growth. That is not freedom. That is bondage to the wrong choices. Real freedom is when you are in control of yourself, not when your emotions and desires control you. Discipline is what allows you to say no to what destroys you and yes to what builds you. It helps you take charge of your time, your mind, and your future. A disciplined person is not easily distracted. They decide where their time and energy go. Because of that, they achieve what others cannot. They are free to focus, to create, and to grow because they are not wasting their life on meaningless things. Think about a person who manages their money with discipline. They don't spend on every desire, but because of that, they are free from debt and worry. They have options to invest, to give, and to enjoy life fully. Now think about someone who lacks discipline in finances. They might enjoy short-term pleasures, but in the long term, they live under the stress of debt, lack, and limitation. Discipline, therefore, creates freedom. The same applies to your health. A disciplined person who exercises and eats right might give up unhealthy pleasures, but they gain strength, energy, and a longer, healthier life. Meanwhile, an undisciplined person may enjoy unhealthy food now, but later suffer sickness, weakness, and loss of freedom in the body. Also, discipline gives you mental freedom. A disciplined mind is calm and focused, not easily shaken by fear or anxiety. When you train your mind to focus on what matters and ignore what doesn't, you become free from negative thoughts that control many people. So discipline is it is the key that unlocks the life you truly want. A life where you are free to pursue purpose, free to enjoy good health, free from regrets, and free to reach your full potential. It is discipline that creates the space for you to thrive, because when you master yourself, you are no longer a slave to temporary pleasures. You become the author of your life, walking in true freedom. Champions are not made in public. They are made in private. This is one of the most powerful truths about discipline and success. What people see on the outside, the victories, the awards, the achievements, are only the results of what was done in secret when no one was watching. The real work happens behind the scenes, in the quiet moments where discipline is tested. It is in those moments that greatness is shaped. Many people want to be successful, but they focus only on the outcome, not the process. They admire the success of others without realizing how much discipline, sacrifice, and commitment went into reaching that level. You don't become a champion when you win the prize. You become a champion in the hours of practice, the early mornings, the late nights, and the times you chose to keep going when quitting would have been easier. Discipline is what you do when nobody claps for you, when there's no applause, no recognition. It is the choice to work on your dream, to study, to practice, and to grow when no one is encouraging you. These are the private moments that define who you are and prepare you for the public stage. If you skip the private work, you won't be ready when opportunity comes. Think about an athlete training for the Olympics. People only see them for a few minutes on the track or in the arena, but they don't see the years of daily training, the pain, the sacrifices, and the countless hours of practice. The same is true for anyone who reaches greatness in any field. They paid a price in secret long before anyone knew their name. Discipline in private also means staying true to your commitments, even when there are no immediate rewards. It means doing the right thing, even when no one will ever know you did it. It is easy to perform when people are watching, but true discipline shows when you are alone. That's where real character is built. If you cannot master yourself in private, you will not succeed in public. Because when the pressure comes, when challenges arise, only those who have trained themselves in secret will stand strong. That's why discipline is so important. It prepares you before the battle comes. It builds strength in advance. Every time you choose to work on yourself instead of wasting time, every time you push yourself to keep going when no one sees you, you are investing in your future success. These hidden efforts will one day show in public, And people will call you lucky or gifted. But you will know it was discipline in the quiet places that built that success. So if you want to be great, don't focus only on what people see. Focus on what you do when no one is watching, because champions are always made in private long before they are celebrated in public. In conclusion, self-discipline is the foundation upon which every great life is built. It is the force that turns dreams into reality, that pushes you beyond excuses, and that makes you unstoppable in the face of challenges. Discipline is what keeps you moving when motivation fades, and it is developed through small, consistent actions that shape your character over time. It is the price that every successful person has paid, and though it may feel difficult in the moment, it leads to true freedom, freedom from fear, regret, and failure. Remember, the greatest victories are not won in public, but in the secret places where you choose to rise above comfort and fight for your future. If you truly desire to achieve your purpose and walk in greatness, then embrace discipline as your daily companion. Because in the end, it is not talent or luck that defines your life. It is the power to master yourself and stay committed until you see your vision come to life.